Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining me from Africa, Asia, Europe, America, or Australia, I appreciate it so much. Thank you very much for your contributions on my channel. I go through all your comments and I appreciate your comments. I appreciate all your contributions. I learn from you on a daily basis while you also get information from me. Thank you very much. I need your contribution at all times. Each time you watch my video, please kindly go to the comment section and give your comment. Just say it the way you feel it about the program you have just watched. Thank you very much. And also don't forget to click the notification bell if you have not done so that you'll be notified each time the video comes up. You can be able to join and you never miss anything. Thank you so much, and remember this. Today once again, remember, I always bring you information on things that are happening in Nigeria, things that are happening in that contraption called Nigeria. It doesn't matter how anybody pretends. Each day you see people come out to begin to talk about the one Nigeria. Some people from the southern part of Nigeria still insist on being in the one Nigeria, pretending for their selfish interest. Maybe because they have not lost their loved one, maybe because they are enjoying one thing or the other in the government, maybe they are in one relevant post or the other. You see them, they talk about one Nigeria. Maybe because of their party, they are just trying to be politically correct. But as you and I know, nothing is going on in that very country. It doesn't matter the way you look at it. If you are PDP, APC, or CPC, whatever you call yourself, they are all the same. And it can never get better. It will only get worse, worse, and worse. That is why we always come out to talk about the solution to the problem. And the solution to the problem that we have been asking about is to break it up into pieces so that people can be able to manage their little areas and be able to solve their problem according to their own desire. That is the only solution. People do not have the same objective in that very country. That very contraption don't have the same ideology. The people in the north and people in the south do not have the same ideology, and there's no way they can be together and remain at peace. That is why we are advocating for the breaking up of that very contraption so that people can grow. The country, as you know, is now a failed state. It has been confirmed. It's not just a mere hearsay, though we have been saying about this online for a very long time, calling Nigeria a failed state. MAZI NNAMDI KANU most of the time have told them that Nigeria is a failed state and it's not going to work. He told them that Somalia is going to be better than Nigeria. People doubted him. They thought he's going to be throwing bomb and all that. But today, the government in power by themselves have turned Nigeria into Somalia. Worse than Somalia. Worse than Somalia. If you go to the northern part of Nigeria now, people cannot breathe. In northern parts of Nigeria, innocent people are being kidnapped on a daily basis. They are being kidnapped. Children in school are being kidnapped. People cannot be able to go to their various places of work. Some of those people you call their lawmakers who are there defending the one Nigeria cannot even go to their villages. That is the situation. They can deny it for all I care, but that is the true situation on the ground. That is the true situation on the ground. They always try to hide it, but thank God that this time they can never hide it. The world is listening. Everybody now has attention on Nigeria. Since Twitter took down the very hateful speech that their so-called president in Nasarok tweeted against a group, a region in that very contraption called Nigeria, all hell break loose. More people are paying attention on what is going on in that contraption. I tell you, it is not well. It is not well. They are still pretending, but it is not well. But the most important thing is that many people are adding their voice. They think they are trying to deal with the South, but it's not about the South, it is about the North mainly. Whatever we are saying now is going to benefit the North much more than the South. Because the people who are in deep mess, who are in a very deep problem now, is the North. If they have senses, what they're going to do is to come back home and begin to face their problem. But they ignore this problem. The area has been ravaged and being occupied by terrorists. Also, there is no state in the northern part of Nigeria that is not being occupied by terrorists. It is not made up. It is not a hearsay. You can Google it. You can check it out by yourself. All the states, the governors are confirming it every now and again. They come on media to confirm it, the governors, that they cannot be able to manage their places again. The so-called man in Nasarok, they claim that his Buhari have lost touch. He doesn't know what is going on. Everything that's happened in that country, he doesn't know. They came out, they told us that is the difference between presidency and president. And you and I know that people who are running that very country are those they call the presidency. For the president, we don't know who is there, who is wearing the mask. Because each time he's been asked a question, he said he doesn't know. Could you believe me that Twitter was banned in Nigeria and he said he doesn't know about it? People are even supporting him and making an argument that the president doesn't know about it. It was the presidency that banned Twitter. How can you do such a thing in a country where there is law? We have lawmakers. They are sitting there watching all these things and nothing can be done. It is all over. It is all, stop pretending. I only pity most of us from the southern part of Nigeria. If you are the southern part of Nigeria and you are still sitting on the fence, pretending that it's going to be well, wait, not until when it affects your family member directly, then maybe you can wake up and begin to talk about it. For now, continue to pretend. Continue to pretend that it's all well because of your selfish interest. People do not talk about humanity anymore. Killing is no longer anything in Nigeria. You see people talking about killing as if they are talking about killing of a fowl. Even in the Western world, you don't kill fowl anyhow. Animals, you don't take the life of animals anyhow. But in Nigeria, on a daily basis, they don't care. They take human life anyhow. If you see where they are counting the numbers as if it's just a child's play, as if a child's play, they don't take it serious. That is why they are now focused on the southeastern part of Nigeria to destroy the lives in the southeastern part of Nigeria. They have made the southeastern part of Nigeria insecure. The most secure part of Nigeria, they have unleashed mayhem on that very part and make it insecure. But to my greatest surprise, I woke up to see that the Northern Forum have come out to ask their so-called federal government led by Mohammadu Buhari to let the Biafrans go if they want to let the agitators have their way, conduct a referendum so that people can have their way. It is not just the Biafrans, the Oduduas. This was the message that the Northern Forum brought. Let us listen to the message, then we can come back and talk about it.
The Northern Elders Forum has reviewed events and tendencies which suggest that the country is headed for more crises. Nigerians live in fear of violence today and in fear of an uncertain future. The capacity of the Nigerian state to secure citizens, protect the country's territorial integrity, and resist violent assaults on our unity is weakening to levels of making threats that have no impact. Armed criminals of all types have increased their audacious stranglehold over our lives in all parts of the country. Irredentists are increasingly asserting their influence over in the southeast and some parts of the country, and in the manner that millions of Nigerians now live. Rhetorics from political leaders and ethnic champions who speak in threats and demands routinely suggest that the sentiments in support of irredentism are becoming more widespread. All Nigerians are paying the price of failure of two sets of leaders. At the national level, the administration appears to have lost the capacity to hold the gradual descent of the country into anarchy. Political leaders in the southeast appear to have submitted to violence and terror of IPOB and ESN. Muted voices of millions of Igbo cannot be heard, so that Nigerians can understand the degree to which secession by the Igbo represents their popular choice. Nigeria has had to fight two terrible wars to preserve the country. The North has paid its dues in that war, and indeed in many ways throughout the history of our country. Under our current circumstances, no Nigerian should welcome another war to keep this country together. The North in particular has more than enough challenges, and we recognize that violent secession by any part of Nigeria will compound the problems of all Nigerians under which we live. The Forum has arrived at the difficult conclusion that if support for secession among the Igbo is as widespread as it is being made to look, and Igbo leadership appears to be in support of it, then the country should be advised not to stand in its way. It will not be the best choice for the Igbo or Nigerians to leave a country we have all toiled to build, and a country we all have responsibility to fix. But it will not help a country already burdened with failures on its knees to fight another war to keep the Igbo in Nigeria. This Forum insists that attacks and killings of Northerners and federal government employees and destruction of national assets must stop. Those who have been involved in it must be arrested and prosecuted. Until the Igbo decide whether it wants to secede or remain part of Nigeria, the law applies to it, and the federal and state governments who have responsibility to enforce the law and protect citizens must enforce it. We support calls for northerners who are exposed to harassment and violence to consider relocating to the north. Unlike the postures and complacency of the leaders of the southeast, we advise that all Igbo and other ethnic groups from the south residing in the north should be accorded the usual hospitality and security. The Forum believes that it is vital to address amendments to the Constitution and achieve major changes in the structure and operations of our federal system now. Members of the National Assembly elected by Nigerians have lost touch with the people they are supposed to represent. This explains the major distances which exist between the people and the vital national institution which should play a major role in mitigating national crises. The National Assembly should explore additional avenues for tapping into opinions that can help redress serious limitations to the federal system before the 2023 elections. The North is willing to discuss all matters related to constitutional amendments and restructuring with the leadership of the country and other groups who see their presence in the future of Nigeria. Thank you. It is in the statement
about the restructuring of the country.
The North supports the restructuring of the country and believes that groups like ours should get together. If the government would not facilitate a meeting of groups, if the avenue provided by the National Assembly is too inadequate, and we believe it is inadequate, there is nothing stopping Nigerians from organizing their own dialogue and making sure that it enters into the constitutional channels that are available. We believe that we should do this because a lot of Nigerians believe that the exercise just concluded by the National Assembly was insufficient. The quality of representations made there do not reflect what Nigerians really need. We are willing to talk to the National Assembly because we recognize the fact that under the law, they are the only body that has the power to amend the Constitution. We are willing to discuss with them. There are other groups that are willing to do so. That's why in our statement, we said they should expand their avenue. They should expand the opportunity for groups to talk to them.
Are you calling for another national conference?
We are not asking. There are many, many ways in which you can get Nigerians to talk, raise issues of quality, raise issues of substance. I don't want to label it. All I'm saying is that a government must reach out to communities that can make meaningful inputs into the way it is done, and those communities have a responsibility to knock on the doors of government, executive, National Assembly. Right now, there hasn't been that contact, and it should be established. That's why in our statement we said we are willing to talk with groups and we are willing to talk with government because there are issues that we believe need to be said, but they have not provided the right forum.
So what's the forum's stance on the imminent scarcity of onion? The organization has said they are going to stop.
The issue about onion is a symptom of a deeper problem. When people don't feel safe and secure to sell anything, they will not sell it. Let's bring peace and security to people who transport essential food to the southeast. And you will see onions, you will see cattle. But if you create an environment which is unsafe for people, that's what you see.
Okay, so in a nutshell, the North is in support of the secession by the Igbo.
We are not in support of a secession by anybody. We said if secession is what every Igbo wants, and this is what the Igbos want, and the nation should not fight a war over it. But we said if every Igbo supports secession, if the leaders support secession, then the nation should not fight another war. That's what we said.
In the face of this secessionist agitation, do you support the call for a referendum?
Do I support what?
The call for a referendum.
The issue about referendum is not in our constitution. Those who want a referendum in the constitution should canvass for the inclusion of referendum in the constitution.
Well, you have heard from them. They are asking the government to let those who want to have their way, conduct a referendum so that people can be able to find their way. They are saying that there is no referendum in the constitution, but in other way, there's a lot of ways to do it. So many ways to do it, there's so many ways to put it, there's so many ways you can be able to do it. and we can have a referendum and take our decisions. There are so many ways to do it. They are pretending about it, but thank God they are speaking out. In as much as in what they are saying, there are so many lies. You see, the funniest thing is that most of the time when these northern groups, the Fulanis, come out, they try to make the oppressor, they try to make the victim the oppressor. That is their strategy. Each time they come out to speak, when you hear them, they try to make that very victim, the person they are victimizing, they try to make the person the oppressor. You see them talking about killing. When they want to refer about killing now, they don't talk about the people they are killing in the north. They talk about people who are dying in the southeastern part of Nigeria, in the southern part of Nigeria as a whole. But who are the people taking the life of people in the southern part of Nigeria? Check it very well. You see that the people who are taking lives in the southern part of Nigeria are their military and their soldiers. When the so-called unknown gunmen are operating, whenever they are going, you will see innocent people moving around. They talk to them, they chat with them, they talk with them. They never kill innocent people. They only fight against the terrorist government and the terrorist military that they have sent to the southeast. Who are those killing the innocent people in the southeast? It is them, still the same knot. They are the same people. But when they come to make their statement, you see them making a blanket statement, trying to blame the victim. Trying to make the victim the oppressor. This is always their strategy. If you see where they are talking, they forget that the whole northern state has been occupied. And when you see them begin to talk about killing of the north, that they are killing the northern people in the south, the northerners are being killed in the south. How many northerners are killed in the south by southerners? All the people they lost their life in the southern part of the region, the northerners that lost their life in the southern part of the region, were killed by the northerners. They were killed by the Fulani terrorists in the north. They are the same people that murder their own people in the southeastern part of Nigeria and the southern part of Nigeria as a whole. But come the other way around, they kill the way they have been taking the life of the southerners from time immemorial. Not just now, even before, even from the independence up to now, the way they have been taking the life of the southerners without any reprisal. There have been riots from one riot to the almost in all the states in the north have had a riot, and whenever they are rioting, their riot is always against the Christians. And who are the Christians? People from the southern part of Nigeria. Their fight is always against people from the southern part of Nigeria. That is why sometimes when you see people begin to refer to themselves or begin to talk down on IPOB or begin to talk down on MAZI NNAMDI KANU, you see them that they know what they're doing. I have lived in the north, and the way the northerners see everybody from the south is one. They see us as one people. When they are doing any riot and they're fighting against us, they fight against everything from the north, from the southern part of Nigeria. They do not differentiate, even including Yorubas. They see a Yoruba man as an Igbo man as the same. Everybody from the southern part of Nigeria, these people know us better than we know ourselves. But it's unfortunate, some of us still want to be politically correct, continue to betray each other, and continue to enslave ourselves into the hand of these murderers. Instead of doing the needful, going our separate ways and build a strong force, build a nation we can be proud of. They will never say it. Go and check the record. There has been riots every now and again in the northern part of Nigeria. And who do they kill? The southerners. They take the life of southerners. Southerners never go for any reprisal. It has never been in industry that southerners went for reprisal. They don't go for reprisal. But now they are trying to transfer, they shift the blame on the south. The southerners are killing northerners. This is just the game they are playing, the mind game they are playing. And they are bold about it. That is how arrogant they are. They come out to speak about it boldly. That is why they were bold enough. I don't blame them because they came and tagged IPOB, a peaceful organization. They tagged the terrorist organization. And everybody in the south kept quiet. They thought it was about IPOB. What are we seeing today? What are you seeing? When they were tagging IPOB, terrorists, you didn't know that it was about you. It wasn't about IPOB. It was about the whole south. Today, all the southerners have been declared terrorists. You can lose your life at any time in the hand of the military. You can lose your life at any time in the hand of the police. That is the situation. That is not the situation. People pretend about it. They don't want to talk about it. But we will continue to talk. The conventional media do not want to report it. The international media, those who are in Nigeria, do not want to report it. But we will continue to talk. Somehow, people are going to hear us. They are going to hear us. And thank God they are hearing. The social media is very powerful. We will not be silent. Continue to speak out wherever you are. Continue to speak. They are hearing you. As we are speaking and making our voice heard, you know about the protest that's going to hold on June 12th. Wherever you are in Europe, if you are free, you have an opportunity, move to number 10 Down Street in London. That is where it's going to be happening. This time around, it's not going to be in Nigeria anymore, where they will be killing people and shooting people. It is going to be happening in London, number 10 Down Street. Wherever you are, on the 12th, June 12th. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter what you believe in. You might be Biafra, you might be Odudua, you might be Revolution now, you might be from the north even, from the middle belt. If you need a good life, come out on June 12th, number 10 Down Street, for that very protest. The place is going to be locked down so that the Britain that put us into this problem will be forced, their hand will be forced to do something about Nigeria. We are calling for this very protest wherever you are. If you cannot be able to go to London, any place you are, occupy the embassy on the 12th. June 12th is the day. Don't forget it. Tell your friends. Share the video to everybody you can share to. Let them be aware. It is the time we make our voice heard to the world. When it was one person died in the US, everybody had it. People joined and they were talking about it. But in Nigeria, millions are dying. Time without number. Nobody's talking about it. We have to tell our story. If you keep silent, nobody's going to tell your story. So we have to open our mouth and begin to tell our story. Thank you very much wherever you're watching from. Remember, go to the comment section. Keep your comments. Say it the way you feel it. It's all welcome. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe if you are not subscribed. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. Thank you and remember blessed. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.